So I'm here today. Adam called me on the phone. He does all of our paint work for us, and in return, he gives us the under the hood and suspension problems that he doesn't want to do. Adam asked me to come by and take a look at a project that he has. Maybe I can get some credit on this job so I can apply it to another paint job in the future. What are you working on, Adam?
Hey, Ralph, how you doing? 57 Thunderbird. I think this is gonna be our next project.
Oh, yeah?
What do you think? Hi, my name is Adam Fleiner. I own Fleiner Automotive in Los Angeles. I do body and paint. I've worked with Ralph for many, many years on restoration projects. He came over to take a look at my 57 Thunderbird that had been sitting in a backyard for many, many years. And so this got some stuff that they rewired and re-put some stuff in the wrong place. The distributor looks like it's a little out of whack. It should be a little bit shifted, and they've got these, I don't know what the hell, they've got them zip tied everywhere around here, so. We didn't touch anything on the engine at all. We kind of figured we'd leave that up to you.
Okay.
I brought Ralph in on this project to see if I could get his expertise to do the motor and interior, and I would do the body and paint. It all looks pretty good. We didn't find any major rust. These were a plastic dash. It was like a preformed plastic dash in the groove. I don't know what we'll do with that. If it comes off and it's nice, then we'll keep it.
And we might be better off to see if we can get a replacement piece for it.
Yeah, I don't think they're too expensive.
No, they're not.
When I was a little kid, my dad had a 55 T-Bird that had been bought by my grandfather and put up on the shelf, always intended to be restored, and it never got restored. So my dream with this car is to see it on the road, to see it driving, to be able to cruise to Malibu. When this car is finished, it is just, it's to die for. It's got the right amount of chrome, the right amount of paint, the right amount of interior. This car was painted like a salmon color, and it's not supposed to. This needs to be colonial white.
It's nice to know that on this one, I don't have to write the check for the paint, because this one's completely on Adam.
Some of the stuff on this car is stainless, and some of it is chrome.
Are these stainless hubcaps?
You know, I haven't messed with them yet. I think they're stainless.
If they're stainless, when we do the valve covers, I'll have them polish those.
Polish that, and then we'll repaint the Ford, and we'll match the colonial white, and then that's it. Fun fact about Ralph and I, we share a birthday. This year, I'm getting him a painted Thunderbird, 1957 in colonial white. I hope for my birthday, he's getting me a 1957 Thunderbird with a completed motor, all shiny and new.
The main concern I have with this car is the exhaust manifolds are very rusty. Number one, the bolts that hold it in are really rusty. Number two, the manifolds themselves are very rusty. There's a good chance that the bolts that hold the exhaust manifold are rusted in place, and when we go to take it off, they're going to break off, which means we're looking at drilling out the bolts, possibly even removing the cylinder head to put a helicoil insert. It makes a really big job out of a small job.
I come to the office every day, and I have a dog, and I don't like to leave him at home. So Leo, my French bulldog, he comes to work with me. And we talk about him as he's our therapy dog for the office when things get hard. Oh, here we go. I'm steering.
Left, left.
Left.
Left, a little more, straight.
Got it. Remember, there's no brakes.
That's okay.
Ah, no brakes.
So we got the 57 T-Bird in the shop from Adam Fleiner.
So Leo and I decided to go for a ride in the T-Bird just to get it on the rack, and I think he approves.
We picked it up from Adam. Adam's doing the body work on it, and it's actually Adam's car.
That's why it's so nice.
We get to work a little exchange with Adam. I know you like that.
Yes.
He's doing some horse trading for some paint job that costs way more than the job we're doing for him.
Looks like everything's here, too. I
Yeah.
mean, did you get a new cover?
We can order that stuff. That's all easy enough to get.
Let's see, so all the pieces are complete. You're just gonna send them over to Chrome and then reinstall everything?
It's in better shape than I thought it was gonna be in. It's gonna come out fabulous, and to do it for a friend is kind of nice.
So, and this, did you get a new one, order one? We need to order one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have quite the list, but you know, compared to most of the cars we get in here, this is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's actually in pretty decent shape.
And the interior?
Same color that's there now. It's going to be that black and ivory.
But this is vinyl, right?
Yeah, but I think we'll redo it in leather.
I think it's a good idea.
I just went over it with my wife, and you know, it's pretty straightforward. We've got a few things to do for him under the hood. I'm going to task Pedro with doing the carpet, seats, the dashboard, the door panels, and then we'll send it back over to Adam to finalize the paint and the chrome on the car.
What about the engine? You have to get it running. Is there one
that's
in
it.
there?
Yeah, there's engines in there. I'll show it to you. These are really coveted valve covers. These are only on the high-performance engine, these Thunderbird valve
Yes.
covers.
Those are great. When you polish those up,
Yeah,
you're going to...
they're oxidized, so we'll polish those up nicely. There is some risks involved because those particular exhaust manifolds are unique to a Thunderbird. We don't know how much rust scale or how thick it is, so when we go to sandblast it, we could sandblast right through whatever rust is holding it together, and we have to throw it away. The problem with that is there's not another one. They don't make a cast iron reproduction exhaust manifold for this car. But here's the best part.
What's that?
It's a schoolyard bell.
Why is it in
I
there?
don't know, but it's in there.
It just came with...
It's like a ringside bell, isn't it?
That's right.
We've got to start taking it apart and see what we find. We don't really know until we get it apart, and then we can have a clear understanding of what parts we need to move forward, what we can save, what we can't save, and that's part of the process.
In the 1950s, small European sports cars like MG and Jaguar became quite popular in the United States. American auto manufacturers took note and raced to create a two-door sporty vehicle of their own. In 1953, Chevrolet unveiled a prototype called the Corvette. 1 month later, Ford answered back with the Thunderbird. The first generation of Ford Thunderbird, made from 1955 to 1957, was a hit. Ford sold 20 times as many Thunderbirds as Chevrolet sold Corvettes. Unlike Chevrolet targeting the sports car market with the Corvette, Ford decided to position the Thunderbird as a personal luxury car. It sold as a two-door coupe with a removable hardtop, an optional convertible top, and a 5.1-liter V8 engine making over 200 horsepower with a manual or automatic transmission. Features like a 150-mile-per-hour speedometer and a hood scoop hinted at sportiness, while power windows and seats spoke of luxury. In 1955, the base price of the Ford Thunderbird was $2,944, and an extra $290 for the optional convertible top. This was roughly the same price as the Chevrolet Corvette. Adjusting for inflation and in modern-day prices, the cost of the Ford Thunderbird would be roughly $28,000.
I had Nick come by to take a look at this 57 Thunderbird that we're doing for Adam Fleiner. Nick Smith, how are you?
I'm good, Ralph. How are you? Hi, my name's Nick Smith, and I work for an auction company, Worldwide Auctioneers, as a specialist, acquiring cars for auction and appraising them for value. I've known Ralph for many years. He calls me in to keep an eye on the market and see where his budget for restoration is.
It's more of a favor for a friend of mine.
Wow. Labor of love?
I think he's got some sentimental attachment to it.
There are half a dozen or more variants of the 57 Thunderbird. So it is a D code. So it's the slightly larger engine, not the 292, but the 312. So slightly more horsepower, 245 horsepower. Pretty basic spec. So then after that, it's all down to, as you say, the toys. Power brakes, power steering, power seats are the options to discuss. These are pretty much a staple of most auctions. This is a fairly pedestrian, low-end car in the Ford Thunderbird range, but it's a good staple. They're a good drivable car. Everybody loves them. The colours are spectacular, but as such, they've got a very defined value, and there are plenty of them around.
But the big question is, what is it worth as it is?
Well, it's either a restoration project or a parts car. And its current state, because it needs absolutely everything.
Yeah.
As it sits,